Hey guys, just an update. Okay, I did the other ear. So both ears are done. This is the ear that I just did about 15 minutes ago and finished it. And there's the old ear on the same side. I made this look more like the original ear because it's not as wide and it's not quite, it's a little more round at the top here. And the drop down's a little steeper in this area. So, you know, it makes it look more like the original ear. But I don't care because it's an ear. And what's important is how it looks when you're looking at it dead on to make sure that the ear lines up with the other ear. So let's do that. Let me just spin it. Oh, this is difficult. Let me do it with my phone in my hand. Okay. Yeah, it drops down just a little bit lower than the other ear, height-wise. It's barely noticeable, but it's there. But then again, I think the original was like that. The original mask was like that. So anyway, the ironic thing was I didn't actually make the ear any longer. I just, it was the exact same size ear. It's just I shaped it a little bit better. So the next video I do will be the nose and the eye cuts. I'll fix those, bring it back to where it was, and then I'll make another video on just the lips and the chin because that's going to take a little more time. This I'll blow through. So you got to understand something. Like when I do those videos, when I did this ear, I took my time. I wanted to make sure you guys seen every little thing that I was doing, and I didn't like the camera angle once I saw the replay of the video because sometimes my hands were blocking what I was doing and that wasn't cool. But I was kind of forced because my camera was over here behind me on my right shoulder and I had it set a little too high, and I'm going to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Plus my mother-in-law was hanging out in the room and she was in a chair right behind the camera. So, and it kind of made it difficult because I couldn't really move the camera where I wanted it. I wanted it on this side, on my shoulder, you know, and just over top of my shoulder, looking down just over my shoulder. And that would have been cool because that would have really gotten you would have got the better look and everything. But I was kind of forced to do what I was doing. But that's okay. You know, is what it is. So who's on with me right now? Is that Crusher? Is that Crusher? Because Crusher usually jumps right on, man, as soon as he sees me on. But I fixed the other ear. I just want to show you guys. There you go. That's the new ear on the right side. His right side. His right side. It would be. So that's that ear. And that's yesterday's. Yeah, that's the one I videoed, that ear. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to fix the nose, nostril flare-outs, and I'm going to fix underneath the eye cuts. And then I'm going to do a separate video for the lips and chin. The bottom lip and the chin. The upper lip's fine. I don't have to do nothing to it. I just have to fix the lower lip and the chin a little bit. But that's where I'm at, and I didn't do the ear video on this side because I already did the ear video on that side. There's no point in doing it twice. And when I do the ears, when I don't have to shoot and I'm on camera, I literally got it done in 20 minutes flat. I didn't have to, like, you know, take my time. I was being very meticulous when I was showing you this. To make sure that you guys seen every little detail of what I was doing and taking my time. Where this here, I used the heat gun a little bit more. I shaped it with my hands just a little bit quicker, and I was able to tool it pretty quick. And this one actually was more damaged than the other one that I did yesterday. This was a lot more damaged. So let me do a quick profile again. I'll turn it that way so you can see the ear straight on. Now see, there's the old ear. Look at it. There's a little bit of a difference in the way it's shaped, which is okay because you know what? Every sculpt is going to have its little, changes. That's why you know it has been retooled. It has been resculpted a little bit. I am going to change the eyebrows just a tad bit. I don't like this end here. Oops. Like this end rounded off like this. This is supposed to be a little bit squared off a little more, especially on the other side. And the other side is not quite high enough. So compared to, hold on, let me do this. I got to turn this. Okay. So I'm going to bring this eyebrow down just a little bit and really make it squared off right here. It's going to be squared off a little bit better so it's not upward. I don't want it to be upward like this. I want it to be a little bit more down a little bit and a little bit straight across and then a little bit of a tail off. And the other side is going to be bumped up just a little higher right in here. Sorry. It's going to be bumped up just a little higher on this end right here. And might bring that little bit, take that little bit off the top there and make this a little bit more scout, But I'm going to make it so minute, the change, that you're really not going to be able to tell too much. But it should be a really dynamite look when it's done. I mean, I like what it looks like now. But I know that my original sculpture was really, really accurate with the eyebrows. My first sculpture with the, I want to say the kills. Was the kills real accurate? I don't know. This is pretty accurate too. This is pretty good. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. What should I change the eyebrows a little bit? Or do you love it just the way it is? Let me know. But I'm going to bring all this in. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make sure it's completely back to almost original. When it comes to the eye cuts and all that, that is not going to change because they are perfect. They're not going to be changed. They're going to be aged and cracked a little bit. Not too much. I don't want to overdo it and don't want to overkill it like I did the other kills in 2018. But the one thing about my sculpture is these cracks weren't in this mask too well. I mean, there's some masks that actually have better detail than others with the 2018 mask. You couldn't see the details in here. There was absolutely nothing. It was washed out. When I painted it white the first time and then black and then did a dark wash on it, and it just didn't pop. None of the features came out of the sculpt of the mask, so I had to literally paint lines in there, and that's not cool because you don't want a painted mask, not when it comes to the details. So whenever I do my lines, I make sure they're kind of a little deeper into the sculpture, not too deep, but just a little deeper to make sure that the black wash will pick up the detail. And I'm going to do a lot more detail to this than I did my original 2018. A lot more cracks, a lot more detail. There should be a lot more detail in my sculpture. Anyway, I'm going to jump off of here. I just wanted to update you guys, let you know that I'm still sculpting on this. And the sun finally came out, but it wasn't until late in the afternoon. And plus I was making a blending board with nails and a piece of wood. I did that today. I didn't show how that was done, but I'll show you the end result. And that's going to be the blend the hairs. And I'm still waiting for that new hair to come in, so I'm kind of like, I'm in no man's land right now. It should have come here today. Now that I think about it. Sorry, my battery kicked on and said it was low battery. So that's partially the reason why I didn't do anything live today, because my battery's dead and I didn't have time to really sit back and charge it all the way. So anyway, I'm going to jump off of here. I'm going to say peace, thanks, and keep watching. And I'll keep updating you as fast as I can, as fast as as you know. I'm doing live stuff. I'm just doing the live. I'm not going to upload videos because I don't like to store them on my phone. And I just upload them, and I'll do it live, and that's how I'm going to do my journey. Anyway, peace. Hit the like. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and share the content to your friends. Let them know what I'm doing here. And if you guys are interested in this kind of field, I hope I can help you. I hope I can help you out. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I'll be glad to tell you what I can tell you, because I'm new to this too. So I'm learning as I go, and I've learned a lot so far, so, and then every time it's funny, it's almost every day there's an experiment happening with me, so every time I do something, sometimes it's always for the first time. Sometimes it comes out okay, and then sometimes you go, oops, that didn't work, so that's my journey so far, and I just keep right on going along with this. I have learned a lot from other people on here, like Alan Hops. I've seen Rodney Parm's paint jobs. His paint jobs are absolutely stunning. I think he's the best artist when it comes to paint. I love Nick Malpagano. Like I said, Alan Hops, his originality with all his ingenious ways of coming up with really unique places. You can actually watch him on Stilt Beast Studios. Look him up and watch some of his live things. Really cool. He runs a haunt down in Texas, and that's really what he does. That's his main thing. But man, some of the stuff that he creates, really cool. And Nick Malpagano, no introduction needed. You guys know who he is. And if you don't know who he is, look him up. I think, what was it, Handy Boy Studios? Or Sing Along with Nick on Facebook. That's what you want to do. Look him up on Sing Along with Nick. And Rodney Parm, look him up, just Rodney Parm, as in Parmesan. Rodney Parm, and check out his paint jobs and hair jobs. I think he just overhauls. Let him correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he just overhauls the masks. So if you're not real happy with the paint job and you love the mask, you can send it to him, and he'll put a new hair job on it, a new paint job on it, and I mean, it is unbelievable. I'm actually going to send off one of my masks to him and work out a deal with him and try to get him to do one of my masks, because I want one for my shelf. And even though that I'm still new to like doing the paint and the hair and all that stuff, I'll get close. But I just think that his work is going to be a lot better than mine. And I always shout out to people that actually are really good. I'm going to get better at it. Don't worry. I'll get really good with this. I think this mask is going to really, it's going to show a lot on its own. It has the attitude. It has the character. I think that it has what it takes to really, really, really give you an awesome Michael Myers mask. And I think anybody that gets this mask is going to be very happy with it. And some guys are real finicky about their paint jobs and hair jobs. And I recommend Rodney Parm for that overhaul, or Nick Malpagano if you can get him to do it, because he's so busy. I think Rodney Parm's the same way. He's like, months. It's going to be months before he gets to his paint jobs. But I'm going to do my damnedest, my best to make this look awesome. And it's a learning curve with the paint and the hair. I've got several versions that I have to do. I have to do a original Halloween 78 version. I have to do a original Halloween 2 version, 1981. And I'm going to do the flashback mask from this sculpture right here, from this mask. You know, that you're going to get all three masks from this. Because, you know, honestly, the original mask was the 78. And, you know, it's all three of those movies are based off, all three of those masks that were used in these movies were based off that original. So why make three different masks? I don't want to do that. I'm going to make one original 78 and then progress it the way it is. And this is my rendition of what I think a perfect Michael Myers should look like. This isn't a copy of anybody's mask. It's like a little bit of this and a little bit of that, you know, and mainly the attitude that I put into the face is my own, you know, perspective of what I think Michael Myers should look like. But anyway, like I said, peace. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share the hell out of my content. I'm trying to grow the channel and I am learning, and as I learn, I will share it with you. So peace. Have a great day, great rest of the week, and have a wonderful weekend if I don't jump back on here, which I think I will be, because I'm going to probably do these eyes and nose. I might even do that later on tonight, depending on how I feel, because I've been at it all day again today, doing different things in this wonderful home that I live in. Oh, I feel like sometimes it's Captain Chaos is in control. Just crazy. It's just so much to do all the time. Always work. Anyway, peace. I'll see you.